We're live back here on the Open Road Network. Game 2 here at the Legacy Center here in Brighton, Michigan. Robert Kerr here with you. We have Detroit City Football Club versus the Rebels FC. Detroit in gold and white, playing from left to right. And Rebels in red and black, playing from right to left. Game 2 of 6 of the annual Holiday Pro-Am here in Brighton, Michigan. Very exciting times to have a full slate of top-level teams and players here. Just getting the lineups and the numbers straightened out as we get this 60-minute exhibition match underway. Getting stuck in early here in the midfield. Detroit drive forward. Of course, Detroit had their first season, our first full season this year, playing in Hamtramck, and had a good debut season. Exciting to see them, what this list of players has for us. As I bring in broadcast partner Jonathan Turner. What are you seeing out there?
Well, my head was actually in the sand there for a few moments, so not much, but but nonetheless, excited to call this game because I had a chance to call Rebels here all this summer. Know these players pretty well. Matter of fact, Maggie Reamer here on the left side here playing left back, member of the Oak University women's soccer team that had a phenomenal season this past fall at Oakland. And exciting to call Detroit City. They're the staple of soccer here in Michigan right now. We've watched as the men's side have been very, very consistent with their winning ways. So it's been it's exciting to call the women's side here for sure on this Wednesday morning.
It'll be great to see. Like I said, I got to go to the debut game of the season. I started off my summer of watching the soccer with their 2-win over Muskegon, and very excited to see them once again.
And ball's played up here by the Rebels. There's intended there for number 11. That was Natalie Race for the Rebels. Is now Detroit City will work around the back. Again, we got their rosters here just late last night. Another great roster for Detroit City. You look at their players. They're playing Boston University, Siena Heights, Ferris State, Purdue. Just a number of quality soccer programs, both at the Division I and Division II level.
It looks like they're playing a number of their first teamers here right now. I believe I see Kenna White out there. Don't have the number, but she looks very familiar, and I think that's her in the headband leading the line. And Kenna White was very impressive, especially early on in the summer season when I was watching. Very, very impressed with her. And there's a number of highly talented players on here, and we'll see if they can get the chemistry. And here's a chance for the Rebels at the top of the box. Right-footed shot, but into the welcome arms of the Detroit goalkeeper there. She rolls it out for her outside back. Detroit looks to suck in the Rebels a little bit. Definitely playing so deep to try to get those Rebels to push too far up the field. But that turnover.
There's an interceptor by Fintaco.
And here come Detroit. But well stepped in the way there by the Rebels. Number 25, Amanda Britton. She took care of that counterattack, but here comes Detroit either way. Out to the left, to White. Can she get on her right foot? She does, but she looks for the pass, and that is well offside there by Detroit. She did well to cut inside into the center part of the field, but pass was not to the player that she needed to pick out there.
If you, by the way, this live soccer coverage today is brought to you by Kickstart Toddler Soccer. 18 months to 7 years of age, developmental soccer centered for growth. Areas you can train with Kickstart Toddler Soccer in Oxford, Flint, Troy, Shelby Township, Fraser, and Livonia. More information, visit kickstarttoddlersoccer.com. Not Kickstarter, because Kickstart Soccer.
That's where you can kickstart your soccer. Like I said, I'm one of the instructors at Kickstart Toddler Soccer, and I'm just blown away by the kids I teach, especially once they get to 5, 6 years old after doing the program for a few sessions. They're miles beyond where I was at that age.
That is true. Very true.
They've been doing that program for over 10 years. So there's whole families that have gone through the program that can speak to the quality and the confidence that it builds. Even if soccer doesn't end up being the child's thing, there's a lot of confidence building in the program as well.
And just in case we do have an issue, I'm going to just preempt it. We've had a number of kind of broadcast snafus with the internet. Not saying it's anyone's fault, but just internet coverage is going down, losing our coverage here. If that were to happen, we will set up a brand new stream. We'll probably just call it Game 2. Just a whole new stream. So just an FYI, just stay on the channel, just refresh your page. We'll get it back up as quickly as we can. Unfortunately, when there's fog, snow, and a lot of metal above you, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility, definitely, but we are definitely surrounded by a lot of metal.
So I don't know how much of that is. I'm looking at all these unbelievably cool looking electrical things above us. I don't know, LED lights, but either way, we will do our best to keep this thing going so we can continue to showcase these young ladies who are playing at a very competitive level here today on this fine Wednesday morning. 2 days before New Year's Eve. So all of you, by the way, Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year.
Yeah, what did you call this weekend between Christmas and New Year?
My wife, because of the restaurant industry, they call it Hell Week because it's like no one cooks and they all go out to eat. So now here come the Rebels FC. I'll put across there.
Just slides off the foot of number 27, Tiffany Torres. She took up a good position breaking from the right-hand side, but it just kind of skipped over her foot there. Get to have the pleasure of 6 games of high-level action here at the Legacy Center. A lot of these players we'll see in summer action. Some of them trying to get their spot on the summer team. So some of the players are stalwarts, and some of them are trying to sneak into the team or show that they can boost themselves into those conversations. Jonathan spoke earlier. A lot of these players all play in very high collegiate levels, and their collegiate season is in the springtime. So this might be kind of a kickstart to preparing for their spring college seasons. It's great to see. So the talent level individually is on display, and maybe as the game works on, we'll see the team chemistry is kind of built together.
No question about that. As Detroit City now here looks to build from the back, and then put over the top there for number 24. One thing we did not get, and we did get the rosters. We did not get the numbers to those rosters. But what we will do is, in the 30 seconds that we have in between games, we will run down at laser speed to get the numbers. This ball finds its way into the box, but out wide to confident left-footed Maggie Reamer. Now here comes Detroit City from a shot from distance, looking to get a shot, her first shot of the game on Kayla Lamman, goalkeeper for Rebels FC. Kayla Lamman, longtime fixture here with the Rebels, plays her college ball, I believe at Morehead State.
Yeah, both of these teams play in the UWS. There is a Division I and Division II of the United Women's Soccer, and there is over Baker's dozen of UWS teams based in Michigan. So lots of opportunities for the women's game, and just keeps on growing too as more leagues keep sprouting up as well. So, there's more to play at high levels, more than just the college season. They got summer, and these tournaments are keeping them in shape and in under the tutelage almost all year round.
I feel like Skip Mukhtar yelled at me a little bit there in the comment section. He said, "Fix the score, John." No, I fixed it a while ago, but I meant I feel like he was yelling at me. It wasn't in caps.
No caps or all
I'm
caps?
just as a former official, I remember Skip yelling at me. So I'm just envisioning him doing that from his computer screen. No offense, Skip. This ball's now played. Going to be a throw in here now for the Rebels, and it's misplayed. And I think that was last touch there by Fentaco. Lily Bosley's playing center back here for the Rebels today. Lily Bosley is going to be going into her senior year, or is in her senior year at Stony Creek. I think she just committed to Michigan State University. Sorry? Michigan University of Michigan. Sorry. Thank you to our lovely assistant camera operator today for giving me the information there. But Michigan, this ball playing to Lauren Turner. And out wide there to Nina Rodriguez. It's going to go out now for a goal kick. But phenomenal player. Had a chance to watch her this summer, Lily Bosley, and had a really, really good summer with the Rebels, and good to see her out there today.
This is my first time catching the Rebels and seeing their kits up close. They got cool embossed pattern on those red shirts. I like that.
Yeah, they do. They actually the name is actually, I'm drawing a blank to the actual uniform. It's just actually like this sweater here. Stimulus is the name of the company. As a shot's coming from distance from Lauren Turner. Gonna have to do a little better than that to get by this goalkeeper.
Yeah, it looked like that it was going to open up for a second, but the ball squirting to a Rebels player with the goalkeeper out of position, but that shot didn't quite have the zip on it to trouble the girl in green. And here comes Detroit trying to loft it over the Rebels' back line, but is dealt with by the center backs, and there's a fall in the midfield, and Detroit could come the other way. Out wide to number 22. She picks her heads up, drives in the field. Left-footed pass, cut out by the Rebels. Comes back out to Detroit. Number 17 cuts, turns, rolls her foot over the ball. Sprayed out wide. What can Detroit create? Plenty of red shirts behind the ball here, though. From the left side, left-footed low cross, blocked.
That's by Maria Koscheck, senior, just finished her final season at Central Michigan University. Playing that right back role right now.
That might fall, but it doesn't. That looked like it was going to fall there for the Detroit forward. The ball came over her way, but her shot just not on target. And it looks like we have a little bit of a red divot over here. The referee sees it now and is going to pat it down.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of the time, I think it was during a playoff game a couple years ago out at, was it Cleveland, where they had the field situation? It was football, NFL, but the field, they had to fix the field before the game. And there was like a long time delay. Seems to happen a lot in turf fields. That glue will come off.
Here comes Detroit up the middle, looking for Kenna White. She sprays it wide, but it's cut out.
Good defensive play there by Maggie Reamer.
Hopeful ball there. Dealt with there by the Detroit center backs. This could be a dangerous pass across, but is taken care of.
See now Lauren Turner. Robert Brinkman, the head coach of the Rebels, will do a lot of moving around with his players. Lauren was playing more of that 9 role here a few moments ago. Now she's playing out wide as a left midfielder. So you'll see that they'll be moving these pieces around quite a bit during the match today and throughout the day. Probably see that a lot with other teams as well. But I just know that Rebels will tend to do that. They'll move their players quite a bit.
They play a freer style, is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I'm all freer style, but a lot of times you'll just trying to find what works, and then obviously just getting comfortable and things like that. So you won't typically see a defensive player doing that though, like a Maggie Reamer or a Maria Koscheck. They'll continue to kind of stay in their left back, right back roles. But like Lauren Turner, she'll play middle of the park. She'll play out wide. She'll play up top. So Lily Bosley, center of the park. Plays it up to Nina Rodriguez just over her head. And now here come Detroit City.
They were looking to go down that right-hand side, but Detroit's left back was definitely aware of that. But she might be out of position here if they can find that streaking right winger for the Rebels, but the ball doesn't come over the top. But maybe keep an eye on that. They're overloading the far right side, the Rebels are. There's someone open over there now. So that might be something they're looking to isolate that Detroit's left back.
Oh, good ball there to Turner. And now she's behind the back line of Detroit City. Ball across the top of the 6, and that's deflected and cleared out of danger by Detroit City's back line. Something you'll notice from Maggie Reamer, she's a physical player. She's not afraid to get physical here on the pitch. Had a chance actually this summer to watch her against the Michigan Stars. Not going to talk about the right hook she had in that game, but
oh, there was some
some extracurricular. Yeah, it's the first time she's ever gotten a red card in a game, from my understanding. It was the one and only time she's thrown a punch. But it's one of those things where emotions can get the best of you in those moments, and obviously you don't want to see it in a game like today, or any game for that matter. But it did happen, and I know she learned from it after talking with her after the game about it, whatever. But yeah, no, she's a real physical player, dynamic. Again, she plays that left side here, and I think she just finished up her junior season at Oakland. I'm not sure if she's a senior yet. But the women's side, the Oak women's side, had a good season this year. I think they finished in they lost in the semis of the MAC tournament. So the Horizon League tournament. That was number 21. It's Anna Karam.
Yeah, Karam looked for her winger all the way on the far side. I think that's number 19, Rodriguez. She found herself in some space on that right-hand side like I was talking about, but the ball went just over her head. But play continues, and the Rebels have the ball and possession, and numbers forward here in the attacking third. What can they make of it? Here is a chance at the top of the box. Number 24 puts it into the box. Well, it does not end in a shooting opportunity, but Rebels starting to take up positions here in the attacking third. That ball just behind the attacker. Like you said earlier in the broadcast, just that final ball might be tricky because we're not in full season mode. This is a off-season exhibition, so individual skills and maybe one or two passes are there, but once you get into big team moves, it might be tricky for us here today.
Yeah, that again, it's always that thing. It's that second, that's third and fourth level pass that can always get you. It's, right now this simple play in the back, it's not that difficult when they're not under pressure. Now this ball here attempted to be should have been on the ground there to feet, and instead it's played wide and out. It's just they're just a step behind right now because it's they haven't played in a minute. It's they're probably all just like we are, still full from Christmas, from the holiday. So so it's going to take some time for them to kind of get their footing in this first game. I don't care if you've been playing for 9 straight months. You take a few weeks off. That first couple touches are the toughest. This ball's all the way back to Kayla Landman, the goalkeeper for the Rebels, wearing all blue kit today.
Well cut out there in the middle by Detroit.
Ball here right to number 7 for Detroit City. Shot coming from 25 up and just over.
Thought that was going to sneak into the top corner.
I did
there.
too. Angles are everything.
Goalkeeper looked unperturbed.
Yes. Unfazed.
Nonplussed. Who's looking the more likely to score here so far, Jonathan?
You know, Detroit City is coming into this on paper is a better team, right? So they're sitting back. They're allowing Rebels to come to them. So they're playing, to my opinion, they're playing the counterattack game. And so my money is on that, just because they should be the one to take this game. Doesn't mean the Rebels can't fight hard and get in there and get a goal, but the only way that the Rebels can come out of this, as far as I'm concerned, with a win is right here is scoring quickly right now. Oh, look at that save off the post. Oh,
post.
Unlucky offside though.
Oh, on the second attempt offside, but that fell for the Rebels there. That was an excellent opportunity, but what a save by the Detroit goalkeeper.
Well, and as we were just talking about how, Detroit's going to sit back more, and they're doing that on purpose, right? Because they want to see how Rebels are going to do this, and then they're going to attack on the counter. And the problem is, if you allow the Rebels to score, then you can't sit back as much. We'll have to see more. This game will open up more if Detroit does that. But a phenomenal save by the goalkeeper, a missed opportunity there off that post. But I think she was offside anyway. So
on the second one, but that was definitely a legit save on that first attempt.
No question. So if Rebels can continue to find a way to continue to press, and Detroit gives them opportunities like that, golden opportunities, then the game will open up. I still, even though I know the Rebels are going to fight hard, they got, it's the good Detroit City team. Detroit City's known for winning, so you got to give it to them.